What's going on, guys? Welcome to a random video on this channel. In today's video I'm talking about the iPhone 8 and the Galaxy Note 8. Again, the reason why I'm talking about these phones is because these are two of the phones I think are going to be the best phones of the year. But recently, HTC announced a phone, and that phone is interesting as well because what they added to that phone, that's HTC, they added a feature where it actually detects pressure on the side of the phones where you can have additional features activated by just holding the phone. So I thought that was really interesting from HTC, and it's not something I expected from that company because when they manufactured the Pixel phones with Google, they weren't exactly the best phones to me because of the way the Pixel phones look, and I thought there was other phones that look better, including right now you have the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, which I think with the lack of bezel looks a lot better than the Pixel phones. But that's also because the Pixel phones were manufactured before the Galaxy phones, at least the newest Galaxy phones. So with Samsung, I think they're doing an impressive job. But with HTC, you see how they're manufacturing the screen to the phone. And it's probably because they planned on manufacturing that phone way before, Samsung has announced the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. And again, those phones look a lot better than the HTC phones. And it's no offense to HTC. I realize a lot of people are reviewing that phone, and the phone looks great. One of the cool features about the phone is the fact that you have that backing to the phone where it's like a reflective backing. It looks really awesome. So in comparison, if we're going to talk about Apple with the iPhone, HTC with the most recent phone, and even the Samsung Galaxy phones, I think Samsung is really leading the way in the industry because they have the best looking phones. Just my personal opinion again. Then you talk about the iPhone. Most people are expecting Apple to manufacture the iPhone 8, with the sensor in the screen. I am interested to see what Samsung is manufacturing the Galaxy phones, but if Samsung doesn't accomplish that and get the sensor in the screen, and even though I'm not a fan of iOS, when you have the technology there, and compared to even Android, I am a fan of Android as well. I would like to purchase the best Android device that has Android. But if you're manufacturing such a phone like the Galaxy phone, the Galaxy Note 8, and it's one of the more expensive phones out there, and you don't have the sensor in the screen, I think that's a real issue for the phone. I've also been saying that Samsung should manufacture the phone with a sensor in the screen. If they can't do that, they should figure that out. It's one of those situations for Samsung where they want to announce the phone before Apple, and then you have other companies out there, even with HTC, because a lot of people out there that are fans of HTC, at least from the comments that I've been reading, they've been saying that they're a fan of the newest HTC phone, and they think it's better than the Galaxy phones. Now, personally, I don't think that. But if you have people out there that are a fan of a company and also say that they're a fan of HTC Sense, most people that don't like the HTC experience are not going to purchase that phone. So you have a difference of opinions right there. HTC Sense fans, also people who are fans of the Samsung experience, and then with the iPhone, iOS, and for me personally, I'm a fan of the stock version of Android. So I guess the best solution is just to root the iPhone 8 and install Android. And I'm just joking around about that. Really, the situation has a lot to do with who has the best looking phone and also who's manufacturing the phone with the best technology. So I really think it's about Samsung and Apple, but I think also that sensor in the screen is going to be an issue for Samsung if they don't manufacture the Galaxy Note 8 with the sensor in the screen. It's that simple. If you can accomplish that, you're going to have the best phone of the year. I am talking to Samsung. But with Apple, this is a company, not to say they're not going to create the best phone of the year either, because I've been saying the Galaxy Note 8 would be the best phone of the year, but with the sensor in the screen and because I am a fan of Android. But with the iPhone 8, if Apple accomplishes all of this, and even though iOS would be on that phone, I would be interested in the iPhone 8 because it's going to have all the technology and it's going to be a great phone. Apple really knows how to design a phone. Even though Apple's going to get some ideas from Samsung with the lack of bezel on the phone, I think it's a big difference because if you look at the HTC phone, that has a lot of bezel and it doesn't make the phone look that great and it looks outdated, and that's just my personal opinion again. So when I look at these phones, I think it's very possible that Apple can have one of the best phones out there, and that's because the way they design phones and not because of iOS, but it has a lot to do with the way they design the phone itself. That's what I think about these phones. I would like to know what you guys think. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the iPhone 8, the Galaxy Note 8, or even that phone from HTC. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.